these are my local hidden food spots in Shibuya, Tokyo. Alright, so I am back in Shibuya. It's been a while since I've done a video on this area, but since this place keeps on changing, getting better, new shops keep on coming in, I wanted to share with you guys some of my secret hidden spots that not a lot of people know about. That said, let's do this. So Shibuya is my home away from home and will always be one of my top recommendations for new visitors because there's so much to do here. But because of this, it can get overwhelming with all the people, and worse, the wait lines to popular food spots can get pretty insane. So as a local here, I'm gonna take you to some amazing spots that many tourists miss out on, and well, at least at this point, don't have crazy lines. But trust me, it's worth it. You can thank me later. You know, every time I'm in Shibuya, it just feels like home, so I love being able to show you all of my favorite spots. Number 1, Chillmatic. So I'm at one of the far ends of Shibuya right now to bring you this spot, but let me tell you this, it is completely worth it. Let me show you why. If I ruled the world, everyone would get a taste of this locally crafted burger. The owner, Chef Shota, masterfully blends his expertise in French cuisine and creative passion to craft their signature thick-cut pastrami burger. And the shop's ambiance, complete with a rare nod to Nas, sets itself apart from any other burger shop in Japan. Okay, here we go. Y'all know I love burgers, and this video would not be complete if I didn't have a burger spot. So here we go. This is actually one of my favorite burger spots from a while back. It was originally in between Ebisu and Shibuya Mustard Hotel, but then they since moved to this location, and since it's in Shibuya, I had to introduce it. I threw down on their Chillmatic jalapeno cheeseburger. The bun is coated with a special oil blend made from beef trimmings and clarified butter. Since the beef fat and clarified butter are quite heavy, the lighter oil helps balance the overall texture. The patty is made from 4 different cuts of beef, each ground to a different texture, featuring aged Agano Hime beef from Niigata, known for its concentrated umami. Then we've got their thick cut pastrami, and then this sauce. It's the shop's own blend of yellow mustard tempered with an apple cider vinegar. Look at this luscious burger. All right, let's take a bite of this guy. Oh. That is heaven. That pastrami is cooked perfectly, super soft. You can just see how soft it breaks apart, you know. And sometimes, like, the thing I hate the most about pastrami is how dry it gets. This is not dry at all. This is a tender, moist love. It's like a baby's wet pack. Apparently, their pastrami takes a full week to prepare. While it's typically cooked and smoked at the same time, the shop uniquely separates these processes to ensure their meat retains its moisture and remains delectably tender. You got the little mustard, little seeds all around it too. It has a little bit of sweetness, but it is just so darn good. Eating these little seeds that just pop in your mouth is just kind of like a flavor explosion each and every bite. The meat itself is super chunky, very meaty. I love it, and there's so much flavor coming from that as well. This could be the Cat's Deli of Tokyo. The pastrami is so good. Oh, I just love this oven roasted bun. This crispy on both sides is just unbelievable. You got the brioche bun. I can just eat the bun alone. You know it's good when I got all this all over my face. 3 napkins good. So what do you think of this place?
I'm not a burger person, but I love this burger. You know the pastrami? It has condensed umami in there. It's just not a simple burger. It has like juicy patty, and on top of it, you get this umami condensed. Super good pastrami, super thick. It's so perfect.
What I love about this place is that you can get locally crafted Japanese beer. So if you want a taste of Japan and their beer culture, then this is one of the places you can go. This is from Itoshima Local Brewery, Kamozi IPA, and it's 6%. Let me just pour this out. See how good my pouring skills are. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this video. Oh, it's kind of a light, hearty taste, almost kind of like a citrusy taste to it. Burgers and beer in Shibuya. What else can you ask for? Let's move on to the next spot. Wow, so that one just hit the spot. Now that we have this kind of local vibe feel, I can't wait to show you this next one. Number 2, Takamaru Denki. So this place behind me is in Shibuya's residential area, but if you're looking for a good drinking spot and a place to get some food and where all the locals hang out, then look no further than this place. Let me show you. This Chinese fusion izakaya is hidden in the residential area of Shibuya. There's no obvious sign on their second floor door, so it may feel a bit awkward going in, but just look for the neon kanji sign on the building and trust that you're in the right spot. So this spot is, a little bit a ways from like the main Shibuya area, but it is sometimes nice to get a little bit away from all of that. I love it just looking around. You can see all the bottles. Kikoman Shoyu. See a fan right there. They got stickers all over the refrigerator. The noodle strainer. Cool nostalgic pieces from like historic times in Japan. Yeah, you really do feel like you are in a local place when you go to something like this. Also, the shop offers an all-you-can-drink option, which is quite fun since you can get your own drinks at your own pace without having to wait. Today, I'm gonna start with a beer. Okay, here we go. Orion beer. Got the draft. I love how they have the bottle openers just right in front of you. It feels such like a local place. And it's like this. It even has a cool little glass Takamaru Denki on it. Is that not the perfect pour? Here's to you guys. That hits the spot. Time to have some food.
これが自家製のコールスローで、こっちが先かヤンニョムの人参しりしり肉とアサリのおひたしです。
Each person gets to choose one dish from the daily otoshi menu, which I think is super cool. And we chose the coleslaw and the shiri shiri. So this is Japan's otoshi, kind of like the appetizer that they give all their customers for sitting down. It's kind of like a table charge as well that comes with it. But again, you don't have to pay a tip here in Japan. Strong hint of mayonnaise. The texture is almost like a really thick tuna salad. Little bits of like celery it tastes like, but maybe it's not celery, but it has that texture to it. So this one has saki ika and nijin. It's like squid, I think. It has a stronger squid taste and quite spicy, almost kind of like kimchi. Very strong, salty squid. I like this. Like one thing about restaurants in Japan, you can tell a restaurant already and how good it is by just sitting down and having their otoshi. This one does it properly. I'm gonna get this party started with one of the shop's top 3 popular items. And my favorite, their super melty omelet coated with the shop's vinegary oyster sauce. You can choose your toppings here, and I went for the wood ear mushrooms and oyster. The chef cooks the eggs perfectly with a runny inside and with a generous pour of their sauce. The wood ear mushrooms add the perfect texture to the omelet with its unmistakable gelatinous crunch. Look at this beauty. Ooh, look at the steam. Wow, that will knock your junk in the soy sauce. Kind of like a crunchy, bouncy texture. This soft and fluffy omelet. The oyster sauce is a little bit sweet, has that sourness, but I love black vinegar. I put that on like a lot in ramen as well as my gyoza. Wow, this is phenomenal. I love how also they cook it right in front of you. They have a little flame that comes from the oysters. So what do you think of the omelet?
The sourness, the umami, the sweetness, everything is like balanced perfectly. It's just egg, but I can't get enough.
Seriously, this hits the spot. Okay, and then if you're here, gotta try the Shio Raichi. Quick little drinky drink. It has that soda fizz. The lychee is banging. It's like a lemon sour, but lychee sour. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, and their highball is also pretty interesting as the whiskey bottle is housed in a giant block of ice. Next dish, this is their fried noodles on the teppan. You have an onsen tamago on top, you got some nira, you got some pork, you got all this loveliness ready to go into my mouth. I love onsen tamago, it's like one of my favorites. You just hit it like that, get a little bit of that yoki goodness right in the middle. Look at that. I like to dip some of the pork in there like so. The pork is grilled so nicely on the teppan. Good seasoning, not too salty. There's a little bit of that pepper. Little skinny sprouts are nice. Because it was grilled on the teppan, it has kind of like a crispiness to it, but also a soft center inside. It's still kind of chewy. Look at this. I am in love with these noodles. You know, just like eating this, you kind of feel like you're in a matsuri. This whole place is a vibe. So this next place I'm taking you is complete fire. Number 3, the hottest vending machine in all of Japan. So for those of you who don't know, this is my Paolo from Tokyo Premium Kaminari Hot Sauce vending machine. You can get my hot sauce now in Tokyo 24/7. For those that don't already know, I finally have an official spot here in Shibuya serving up my Paolo from Tokyo Premium Kaminari Hot Sauce. It's a dedicated vending machine right next to the Mandarake shop. You can get my original hot sauce as well as Umami Ocean here. Open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. It accepts cash, credit card, Train IC cards, Apple Pay, you name it. Link is in the description. The location address is on my website, paolofromtokyohotsauce.com. So get the hot sauce for yourself while you're here, or give it as a souvenir gift for someone who loves hot sauce as much as me. Number 4, Jack in the Donut. So this next spot is just underneath Scramble Crossing, and it's one of the sweetest spots in Shibuya. Let me show you. Who needs a donut break? Well, if you do, then this shop is located inside of the Tokyo Food Show, one of my favorite depachikas. It's super convenient since it's directly connected to Shibuya Station, and a great way to get out of the rain if needed. It's so massive, stretching from Shibuya Station to Mark City underground. It's actually split into Food Show 1 and 2, 2 being the Shibuya side where we want to be today. And the best part, it deliciously hits the spot without all the crazy lines. このカラメル。こちらを送ってありがとうございます。At this spot, you can choose from various donuts from around the world, but with a Japanese refined take on it. And for me, and usually they all look so good, I always end up buying more than I can eat at one time. We got the donuts! Alright, so I just got a huge box of donuts. So we're just gonna start off with some of my top choices here. My first hitter is this rich caramel brulee. My fingers are already all sugary. Right, let's take a bite. Yes. Oh, it's so creamy. You know, a little crispiness from the top. You got these flakes right here, the little crumbly crumbs. It has a nice bitterness to it as well as a sweetness. It's on the super sweet side, which I love. If you don't like sugary sweet foods, then hey, maybe this isn't for you. But if you do, then definitely worth a stop. Hold on now. If you've ever had kind of like a maple bar, it tastes very similar to that. Just look at how much cream is in here. Caramel is to die for. I'm just gonna take a little bit of a swig right here. Oh. This is why you come here. But also, like, this food show has so many different places to eat, so you can literally just come to Shibuya and come to this food show and like try a bunch of different Japanese foods. I should probably do like another video just on this section because there's so many places to eat, but I'm so impressed with this donut shop. And my second recommendation is this raspberry eclair donut meat. That's immense. It has like powdered sugar on top, tardiness from these little freckles of raspberry sugar flakes, if you call them, and then on the inside it is so soft. The bread is almost kind of like a croissant, and then you have this creamy inside. Yeah, it's more like a choux cream. Has a little bit of an egg taste to it. The raspberry tart just all comes together. If you're looking for a donut shop, then this is the place. So before we continue on, I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Squarespace. Now, if you don't already know, Squarespace is the #1 way to build your online presence. In fact, I use Squarespace for my website, Tokyo Zebra. Here are just some of the reasons why I love using Squarespace so much. First of all, I've been promoting Squarespace on this channel for years now, and let's be honest, they still haven't let me down. And as the internet has evolved over the years, so has Squarespace, as they use cutting-edge design tools such as their Blueprint AI and AI Enhanced Website Builder to get a fully custom website in just a few steps, making it easy for beginners. No matter where you start, Squarespace is so flexible with their intuitive drag and drop editing, beautiful styling options, etc. And like I said, no experience is required. Also, if you want built-in analytics, Squarespace has you covered. Want to sell content online with a payment system? Squarespace has you covered. Want to make your dream website today? Yup, Squarespace has you covered. So there you go to squarespace.com today for your free trial. When you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Paolo from Tokyo and get 10% off your first domain or website. Alright, let's move on to the next spot, which is pretty close to Jack in the Donuts, as it's part of Mark City, where the Keio Inokashira line is located. Number 5, Uokin Jozo. So if you're looking for fresh fish and craft beer all in one spot, then say less. Let me take you to this spot. Like I said, just around the corner from Tokyo Food Show, this local spot is my favorite craft beer and sushi spot. So Uokin has other shops in Tokyo, and it's known to have super fresh seafood directly from Toyosu Fish Market. But this shop sets itself apart from the rest as it uniquely crafts its own original beer in-house. Words cannot describe how happy I was when I first discovered this place a few years back. Oh, look at this place. I am so excited. You know, after a long day, you just want to have a beer. This is the spot. First things first, they got this beer here. Whoa, there's a double IPA and an IPA. But they have Weizens, they have a Belgian white. Then we got this one, it's a Saison. It says after golf. I kick it off with a Ran and Ran, their hazy pale ale. Alright, so here we go. To start this off, we have the Otoshi, and we got a beer. This is their hazy pale ale. Oh, that is amazing. Ooh, and it has kind of like a grapefruit aroma. What a perfect start to this spot. And if you guys don't want to order like a single drink, they actually have an all-you-can-drink plan here. It's for 1 hour and it costs 1,500 yen, about 10 to 11 US dollars. That's pretty freaking crazy. And check this out. This is the cream croquet. Let me just break this in front of you guys. Wow, it's so crispy. Got a little bit oil on my fingers already. Bam! The cream croquet. Cream koroke. Oh, that's good. It's super crispy. They use a really thick panko. If you were ever to take a clam chowder and make it like a mashed potato, and if you put it inside a fried shell, that's what it would be like. So this is one of my favorite sauces. It's like a bulldog sauce. Thick, it's creamy, and it's just to die for. You dip it like so. Drippy drip. I just come here for the croquet all by itself. It's that good. And here we are. I know this is what you guys were waiting for, the seafood, and we got like the 2-person version, but you can get like a 3-person, 4-person morihase. But you know, just me and Maiko, just us two alone, and you get all of this. Like you get some oysters, you got hokigai, tuna, squid, you get Thai, and you get aji. Got some miso for the veggies. What else could you ask for? Let me just try some of this freshness. Take some of this toro and dip it in soy sauce. Throw some wasabi on there too. Bam. Ooh. So buttery. Wow, that is marvelous. Taking the squid, you can see that they've like kind of made it into, you know, those little sponges that you clean water bottles with. I love how they put the tobiko in there. Lots and lots of flavor. Feels like there's a little more saltiness than normal. You're gonna have some of this sazai. Comes in like a little shell like this. And they put this chopstick here so you can pull it all the way out. If you do it wrong, some of that end part just gets rolled up and stuck inside of the shell. Boom. You get the whole entire thing. Show you the love right here. I love the texture of the sazai. You're like biting into something super, super meaty that has its own distinct flavor. Fresh fish, craft beer, or else can you go and get this? You know, obviously if you go to izakaya, like a sushi restaurant, they're going to have fresh fish, but they're not gonna have craft beer. Amazing. Next, we ordered the snow crab in shell. This place is endless. You can get so much seafood. This is crab. I just love how they prepare it. You have crab meat and you also get the crab miso, and then you have sauce. Presentation is always so immaculate. This all kind of shredded and put onto the shell. Drippy drippy. Wow. Want some more? Oh, this crab is so good. I love how it's still nice and moist. The sauce is a sweet vinegar and it pairs so well with the crab. Fortunately, I don't have any more crab left. Let's have some of this miso. It has that bitterness that you would expect, but it's rather on the creamy side. It's not as thick as some miso where it's like, oh, it's like really super bitter. It's nice because you feel like you just drink it. What do you think of the seafood today?
And everything was good, but out of all, I think I like the crab the best.
Really?
Yeah.
I really like the tuna.
Oh yeah, tuna was good too, but like the crab, oh my god. I finished one all by myself. Oh, wait,
You had one and I had one.
I can have another one actually.
This is like literally one of the reasons why I love Shibuya so much. There's so many options. You come here, you can't even scratch the surface. You can be here like an entire month. You won't be able to like hit all the different spots. All this beer, I'm kind of lit like an LED convention right now. Let's hit up the next spot. Okay, so as I go through this list in Shibuya, I actually wanted to know, do you guys want to see another video like this? Maybe perhaps in a different area? Let me know in the comments. And number 6, Momo Paradise. This next one is for the local eaters as well as the families. Let me show you what I mean. This spot is located towards the end of Sentagai, right next to Mandarake and of course my hot sauce vending machine. It's been a long time Shibuya favorite of mine for all you can eat shabu shabu, and although it's probably the most known shop on the list, despite being hidden away on the 6th floor, I had to include it as it's a go-to, especially for hungry families and those looking for a decent selection of vegetables. Alright, so we are doing all you can eat, and the thing about this place is you get to choose what type of course you want. Let's just get the food and let's get started. So I ordered the Momo course, which comes with 2 kinds of beef and 2 kinds of pork. Out of their 4 standard types of soup you can choose, we went for the sukiyaki and shio tonkotsu, which is a pork-based soup. Another impressive thing about this spot is the buffet section's variations and freshness. If you come as a family or even a large group, it's likely that there will be something here for everyone, even vegan options. I'm gonna get everything. Everything looks so good. Plus, they offer side dishes, drink bars, and dessert. So this part is actually one of my favorite parts because I love sauce. It's especially hot sauce, and they have all sorts of chili sauce here. Their spice section is pretty dope, offering a curated selection that lets you mix and match spices and sauces from various Asian countries. I usually just grab every single one of them and mix them on the go. Here, the server will start your hot pot and guide you on how to eat, while also sharing tips and recommendations. We got all our food. That's awesome how he just makes the food right in front of you and just like prepares it just to like show you how to do it. But you know, we've been here before. This is not our first rodeo, but hey, always nice for them to do it. Look at this, you got the sukiyaki right here. Got some of that eggplant in there. That's what I'm talking about. I love the sweetness from the sukiyaki. I like to throw down a little bit of rice. Look at this. Let me just throw some more meat on. Throw in this raw meat. Look at that. And now you just gotta keep on cooking till your stomach says stop. I love how you can just do it on your own. Bam, like that. Dip it into the sauce like so. What? That's so good. I love the fact that it's all you can eat. So this one is the shrimp chili oil, and then dip it like so. Gonna dip it as is. Like get some egg on there. Look at that. So no mama. You know, take a bite. It kind of reminds me of Singapore. Eating like is it laksa? Wow! This is the best. Maybe just go do one of these things. Garlic, throw that on there as well. Garlic chili oil, and throw that like that. Now we are having a meal. Look at this loveliness. Dip that all in the egg. Just take a bite. That is phenomenal. I love how tender the meat is, and it just soaks up all of that sukiyaki sauce. And then you get the nice texture from the yoki egg. You get the crispiness from the onions and then from the garlic chips. This is amazing.
So the thing I love about here is that they have so much vegetables, right? Might be surprising, but like when you come to Japan, it's kind of hard to find a place that you can eat a lot of vegetables. But here, you do get a lot of vegetables. So,
It's a good selection, right?
Oh yeah. You can even make like a salad if you want to, right?
Yeah.
I think I saw
Yeah,
the dressing. I'm like, oh, you can eat it raw too. That's why I like it here.
I've barely touched all of this food yet. There's so much more food. Now this is like one of the old school spots that I've been going to for so many years. This meal is undeniable. Alright, so these are my most recent hidden spots here in Shibuya. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you did, help me out and hit that like button. Definitely, if you want to get my hot sauce, it is just downstairs. All the links will be in the description of the video. And if you guys want to see more videos like this or anything related to Japan, hit that subscribe button and the bell button. I'll catch you guys in the next one.